Okay, today is February the 1st, 2019, and right now at 10:25 p.m. we have a temperature of 51 degrees. The relative humidity is 87%. The dew point is 47 degrees, and the barometer is dropped to 29.85 inches, or 1,011 millibar roughly. Okay, so today is the calm before the storm. This here is a 987 millibar storm system moving towards the central California area. It's pulling a lot of tropical moisture right up into this near this vortex, and we're expecting the phone apps are saying rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. All week long, the forecast was changing. We had a forecast for Saturday only rain and Monday, and now we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that's all good. Looks like Central California is about to get walloped. All the state-run television and radio reports are saying that this is going to be a big storm. We're going to get walloped. All right. In the meantime, on the 31st, yesterday, we had a little bit of rain. We had 1 5/16. It's about 1.312 inches. So that brings the season total here in the foothills to 14.26 inches. And we're expecting another anywhere from 3 to 5, maybe more, 3 to 5 inches of rain over the next 4 days. Okay, so before we get into today's weather, let's take a quick look at the weather system that just came through on the 31st yesterday. And this is what it looked like here in the water vapor map. We can see the vortex here, which was completely isolated. This is a satellite transmitter preventing all this tropical moisture from getting into that vortex. So we got just a taste of rain from this. We can see the development there just ever so slightly being allowed to occur right there. That area right dead center is what came right over Southern California and brought that inch and 5/16 to the foothills. Other areas got around an inch. Some areas got more than that. And if we take a look at the next map, this is the infrared map. We can see that little area right there, which brought the rain to Southern California only. Let's go ahead now and take a look at some of these other maps. This is what it looked like on the Doppler map yesterday. This is the only area in the nation besides Texas that was getting any rain. So this is really quite amazing. The Southern California area was the only area besides, I think it was in Texas. We'll take another look here. Here's the national map. There was some thunderstorms down here near Houston and the Gulf Coast area. And then we have the Southern California area last night or yesterday getting rain. A little bit up here near Vancouver. But that's what the Doppler looked like yesterday. So getting back to the, let's take a look at some other Doppler maps. This is the rain being chopped up and evaporated by the Doppler transmitter out near Edwards Air Force Base on the 31st yesterday. That is transmitter KEYX. So this is what the Doppler radar transmitters actually do. They can chop up and evaporate the rain. We see these pie-shaped cutouts. Edwards is right here. They like to have dry conditions. They do a lot of testing, experimental aircraft testing out here in the desert. This is Palmdale right here, and then we have LA much further to the south, about 80 miles south of this area here. All right, so let's look at some of these other Doppler screen captures. This is the second shot. This is down in San Diego. We can see that San Diego transmitter right here chopping up and evaporating the precipitation pattern right north of El Cajon in San Diego. We had a lot of heavy rain, short bursts of heavy rainfall yesterday, which was interesting. We saw this map. Let's take a look next. This is a close-up of Edwards once again, and right here, and all this activity. So there's a lot of evaporation taking place. when these Doppler WSR88D transmitters, they can evaporate and actually regulate the amount of precipitation that we get. Saw that map. Okay, so here's another shot of the San Diego area. Let's get back to the right here. This is what the this is a picture of a WSR88D. This is what they look like. These are billed as severe weather detection radars. They also have a high power capability to evaporate and chop up the moisture fields that we were just looking at on those screenshots. We can see that the tower is stacked on a 6-story scaffolding here, and then we have the radome housed. The parabolic dish is housed in this fiberglass radome, about 70 feet up. All right, so let's take a look at some of these maps from today. This is the storm that's moving in right now. Let's look at the surface analysis map real quick. This is a 988 millibar storm pointed right towards central California. We can see a cold front there. And we also see what looks like a warm front. Let's go back to the big map. We can see that the vortex is right here. And we have a blockade between this system and another system right behind it. And then we have this low pressure sucking all of this tropical moisture right up into California. We can see the remnants of the system that just moved through. It's over here. The infrared map, we can see a huge front. This is going to move right into California. Next, we have the western U.S. water vapor loop. We can see the size of this storm system. We've seen many of these move through California and not dump much rain. What happens is that the transmitter will just completely surround the vortex and not allow any condensation. And so we basically have a dry low that moves over California. But tonight, we're going to see a lot of rain develop probably after midnight. We can see a lot of development right here. Of course, that low pressure is drawing all this tropical moisture right up towards our area. That is a big system. You can see it's blockaded. There's a transmitter generating a high pressure blockade. And that's preventing all this moisture from getting sucked into that vortex. So there is, this is a controlled system. It's being controlled and not allowed to intensify too much. We can see the here in the infrared map, there's a lot of moisture moving in to Northern California and Central California, as well as Southern California. And the current Doppler radar is right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let that load up. Okay, let's take a look at the swell report. In the meantime, we'll let that other map load up. That system is generating some 16-foot seas offshore, 17-foot right up here, and we have 14 right off of the Central California area, where this the center of the storm is right about here. So this is going to generate some pretty high swells for the Central Coast. Let's get back to that Doppler map. And we can see that pretty much the entire state is going to see some very heavy rain. And we see that up in the Orville area, that WSR88D is starting to chop up the precipitation pattern. You see that right here. There's some pie-shaped cutouts. This is the Orville transmitter. See some heavy rain here in the Central Valley near Looks like Modesto. A lot of heavy rain moving into Santa Barbara. Got some heavy rain out here moving in to the San Luis Obispo area, Lompoc. So this is all good. It's going to be interesting to see how much they allow to, how much rain we get. It'll be interesting to see how much they allow. Now here's the, at Edwards Air Force Base transmitter right here. We can see it's already chopping up the precipitation and the snow. We can see some snow right here over the, looks like the Tehachapi Mountains. Down here is Tehachapi. So there's some snow falling. All right, and we have a transmitter right here near Santa Barbara. This must be the Ojai transmitter right there. That's chopping up the precipitation. And of course, we have one right here in Orcutt near Vandenberg. That's chopping up the precipitation pattern in this area. We can see those little pie-shaped cutouts. All right, so the forecast is for rain for tonight all the way through Tuesday. Okay. So that is the report, and we'll just leave it right here. And we'll try to get another update here real soon. Tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, that's it.